เวลาจุงชิมีเวลเตนหานี่หินนี่ที่ยัง CCN Channel นักเล่นจ้าลุงลมนักตั้มปีกันไงนี่หินเฮอกุมที่นัก BACI อัตลินนี่ซีอตุยกระปองทูมีเฮ BACI อลูปบิกเอลิซาเฮตันนักเบรุนักจันทร์ลมปาเตกบุญไงได้ And call me please, 'cause I can't find my phone. ปูไลซ่านังมาอินนตัมยาเล BACI จิตินดาอาทอก BACI เรียนจนนางนิงหินักันชิมของมาลมปาลิน
BACI เห็นท้องขัดแหลกุมใช้ขัดกันทอกเกนมีตั้มปีให้กัน community อุปาเตปาสโตเตจนดังให้กันสิริชุงจงอุปาเตกันหอยเลยเตะมาให้เฮร์กูที่ยากุมสาวปีกันรวนหัวกันทอกเมเส
กันนี่ลมตู BACI หินอสุงอีเรียนจนตักมีประเจดันนั้นvolunteer จงตั้มปีนที่จะท้องกันไทยลมปาเตนักชิมของมา
ตัวเห็นมีโนปรุกปัสรีเฮภายสามหัวจนเลี้ยวมี pay staff กันที่ไหนมั้งกันในจน volunteers ตัวเฮจนสมทุ่มสมลิฟรักกันสิโกไลที่อากันจนหัว board of directors กันที่board members บอกเห็นปัจจัยงากัน
กันนี่ลมมาจนมา BACI นี่หินตัวบิ๊กมีชิลเล่มาจน summer scholar นั่นไงรัวที่ท้องกันไทยมาจนลมปาเตนักชิมของมา
BACI นี่กันโฟกัสเบกมีกันตัวเบกมีหาจนปฐุมอิจคอเซ advocacy education ฟิมเทียมนักและเรียนจวนนักเลยอีบอนชันนักที่ปฐุมมีกันตัวจนฟิมเทียมนักจนนักเห็นโปรแกรมปลีปังเรียนเรากันเลยประคัดโจอตุ summer Apple College Scholars Program ที่กันตัวมีเฮสีจุก้าจนมีโนscholars for high school students for he palhei kwa kan hukuma ka kan lake to kuma he kulethum kan lakna he ka he nan to big me cho he ka kan community ya kan tong me boinak te kan tilai mo issue le challenge por kha research an ton ha en chu research ne an hu chuak mi kha kan za te jenti thla kan to lai ma pya na chu kan phi silai tia research an to ti zonga college senior level kan tilai mo master level research kan to en atwa dan methodology an ti me le ada dang an to an man mi zong ken ke tha te supervised to professor te le adang hiban to research experience ngai mi pon supervise an to men ha se
กันนี่ลมมาจู summer scholar พอลเนี่ยมา research อันตัวนักอินจน scholarship ให้ตัวบรรทุกตา BACI เนี่ยเปียมา BACI เนี่ยเห็น scholarship ประเจจะได้เปียกแต่มีเห็นนักชิมของมาเพียงเดียวอิน
scholarship ลมเตกันเป็นหา summer ชงกันหุกุมจนมีปกขามีนอปคัตตาจะทุ่มดอลจะทุ่มกันแปกเจอตุกุมาเห็นจะลีกันแปกคนหามีนอกุเลทุ่มเนี่ยจะลีเจียวอีปคัตเจียวอันหูเต้นหาลาย
student กันนี่ลมตูอดองนักกันฮัลดูมิจู BACI นี่เห็นใจดำมาเลยจ้ากันลายมีพุนจ้าสมอกันกอรัมปุ่มพิลุกจ้ามาสมอมาอันนี้ BACI นี่อาติมบิกมีมาจนนักกันชิมเขาหามา
BACI นี่จนกันไทยบรรทุกเกนกันรัวนักอากาศหนึ่งจ้าอารมณ์เจียมีกุมกุลชงคันเฮกาชินมีพุนเล่กอรามีอาซัมมีราจำนาตั้มปี USA อากันพันมาค่าอัตุกุมกุลชงเฮเซนติดากันนิจาวเข็นนาลายอเบเกฟิมเทียมนักท่าเตกันนิบอมชันลายสุดที่จุนหินหุกุมพระกุมกุลสมทุมากันรำเลมีพุนปีเคใจติลำปีอิทลาเฮกากันนิบอมชันมีเลฟิมเทียมนักอมูมีนานีเลเฮกาอดัง resources กันติเมintellectual asilawa financial resources la dang resource tam pi he kan ram le kan phan pi than lai kan han kholai te me kha kan sidu than me le kani tim bek me chu se kan mi phun ram cha khan kan thin long chu ma ka kha kan zo bek me siko te me chu se
Achatuk Shingran, Matsun to Vabentuk in Nihine, BACI Company at Linagni Vasuko, Nihina Hilzebentuk, special guest for Da Mirang Lainsia, Adang Dange, Upale in, Annalang Komian Umo, Mason Naklumpalte, Nakanga Piakamo, Nang Matune.
Special guest po he palipanga kan som na at cho an tin chang na atu hi umrime cho he ka mayor Mewun office international culture affairs the me director atwalo me Jane Kelhausen te me se mano he BSCI kan thoka te kumni te in bitakte achan le tha jang le rona pe en ka chanti me sipina kan community vil te si zong a bitakte atel an ka chan pi tu se hi ka he pak pong a thu me he Jane Kelhausen cho se
Lom nak tampi kan ngay, CCN channel zong ni kanin lompi ven ha.
To his CCN le, Miss Jane Gelhausen hai bro anakan van nei Miss Jane Gelhausen hai mayor office area tuan mi se, that's BACI hai amane abot big min ha se. Miss Jane, thank you very much for your time with CCN. First, can you please tell us the purpose of BACI, why you're helping them out, and what do you do for them?
Well, I think the main purpose of BCI is to help young youth to improve their education. So, and it's such an important issue for them because the way they're going to excel and succeed in America is through advancing their education. So we are here definitely as their advocate to help support them and let them know that the mayor of our city, Mayor Greg Ballard, is definitely behind them and their mission of accomplishing and educating our youth. And we're here to support them with any way that we can.
It's very good. I heard you guys have been doing this for 2 years, and it's been a very good accomplishment. Can you tell us, do you guys only help out, do you guys do only with the Burmese community? Why specifically the Burmese community?
Well, we work a lot actually with the Burmese community here in Indianapolis. The Burmese community is growing exponentially. So today I think there's about 10,000 Burmese residents in our city. So it's very important for us to work with helping the Burmese community so that they can be productive residents and eventually citizens of our city. So America is the land of opportunity. And everyone who comes to America, or specifically Indianapolis, really can achieve whatever they set out to achieve. And so we want to make sure that actually working through the resettlement agencies, both Exodus and Catholic Charities, which the refugees encounter the first 90 days that they're here in America. But then after that, it's really dependent on nonprofit organizations like BACI to help provide additional services to help both the adults and the youth to be able to excel in our community. I think as a nonprofit organization in our community, they really rely a lot on volunteers. So I wouldn't say so much as membership, but anyone who is interested in helping our immigrant community through any type of educational mentoring. Anyone would be welcome to join the efforts of BACI and be able to help one-on-one with individual students or maybe in a classroom setting. There is just a tremendous amount of opportunity for people to get involved. And I know that if you can just volunteer 1 or 2 hours, or if you can volunteer 20 hours, I know that Elijah would be very welcome to have anyone come on board and help the youth and adults.
Thank you for your time. And one last question. You may have known that, like, not just in Indiana but like in DC, Texas, there are a bunch of Chin youths there. And do you have any message for them, like to how they live in America, like how they should use their life, what should they do with their goals, how should they make their goals, how can they achieve their goals? Can you please give us some advice for our viewers at home, especially focus on the youth, please?
Yes, please. Okay, I think the thing is that for a youth who is now in America, they really don't know what the possibilities are. And so what I would encourage them to do is try to find a mentor. And if they can't find a mentor, then what I would encourage them to do is just keep asking questions of different people that they meet, different adults in the community, different teachers in their schools, because they don't know what the youth in America that are coming to America, they don't know what the possibilities are. And really, the possibilities are endless. And really, but you have to be able to know what it is. And so I just would encourage youth to be very outgoing and inquisitive, so they can always, talk to different adults that they encounter, so that they can learn about different career paths and career opportunities that are available here in America. So if they don't ask, then they're only going to know the scope of the world that they're familiar with. And even myself, when I grew up, I have a much different career now than I didn't even know was possible. So whether, honestly, it applies for any youth, but in particular, someone who's coming here from another country, there's just so much you don't know. And so the more that you can just go out and ask people and just try to be a sponge and gather all the information that you can, so that you can hear about all the different opportunities in America. And then out of all those opportunities, I would say go try some. Volunteer in the community. We would very much love for the Chin and the Burmese population to be very integrated into our community. So not just a pocket, but also be very integrated, because the future leaders of America are going to be our new immigrants that are coming to America. And every Chin young adult has an opportunity to be a leader in America. America is the land of dreams, and you can be whatever you want. But education is so critical, and so I just encourage kids to persevere and excel, and then gain information, and I know they'll be very successful.
Thank you. One last question. Since you're only focusing on the youth, I want you to focus on the parents. How can parents give support to their kids, their children? And how can parents get involved in the school community, also just the community by itself? How can they get more involved so that they can give their kids a better opportunity and a better chance for their future?
Mm-hmm. Well, again, America is a land of opportunities, and it's not just for youth, but it's also for adults. So I think, I just heard stories today, actually, that a 79-year-old man is going back to school and getting his master's degree. So it's never too late to learn. And so, I just think, for adults alike, I think it's just you have to feel that you want to improve yourself. So then, once you can help improve yourself, then America is also, the culture is for us to give back and help someone else improve. So, I think with BACI, they offer adult programs, or adult programming, and so I would just encourage them to, get out of their house, come to some of the programs that are offered by BACI. Again, I'm sure they would, as they're learning, then, once they learn, the next step is actually for them to give back. And so there are, additional opportunities, for them to do that. There's just, volunteering is the American way. And so, and what's great about volunteering is you learn yourself, and you improve yourself, and those opportunities are available for adults and the youth alike.
Adults. Can you please focus more on the parents? How can parents who have students here, they're learning new language, how can parents support their children for them to succeed in, especially in education-wise?
Well, I think they need to be their kids' biggest fan. So to me, if they can encourage their kids to excel, so help them go to and do well in their high schools, help them go to after-school programs, so that they can, in many cases, there's the schooling that you get, but it's really the after-school programs and the weekend programs. And so as a parent, all parents really want the best for their children, and so I would seek out opportunities like that BAC offers, and I would just just be your child's best advocate, for them to excel, be very positive, and give instill the dreams for your child that they can achieve, because the parents are so important, to be able to for children to believe that they can actually accomplish their dreams, so the parents need to be just good mentors and good supporters of their kids to help them excel.
Thank you very much for your time. Go lai sa kan tam ping na lom bentuk BSN to mi tha tuk la pathian juni khen namai shoi pang na sa lom. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Galon.
Atujo CCN la BACIA board members asimi Professor Dr. Fengi Ko He, Professor Ko, thank you very much for your time. First, can you please tell us what your job is, what do you do, and also how are you affiliated with BACI?
My name is Feng Yiguo. As mentioned, that currently I'm a clinical assistant professor at Indiana University within the School of Health and Rehab Sciences. Basically, my role as a pediatric occupational therapist by training, I coordinate pediatric component for our occupational therapy master degree program. On a clinical appointment, that I'm also a faculty at the Riley Child Development Center. I've been affiliated, which is such an honor and such a humbling experience, being affiliated with Burmese American Community Institute, BACI, in the last 2 years. And my role as the board of director for BACI, I also serve on the education committee because I have a passion to serve, to also advocate the importance of higher education for our students within the community.
Oh, that sounds very good. So do you only affiliate with the? Are you only affiliated with BACI? Are there any other organization or institute that you're affiliated with?
This is a very excellent question. Actually, I have a passion of serving the community because I believe myself, coming from Taiwan as the first immigrant from my family to the United States, education is really important. As many of the motivational speakers mentioned earlier throughout the program, once we gain education, nobody can take it away. So my family has always been in generations very involved in community services. As growing up in southern Taiwan, that my mother doesn't have opportunity to pursue college education. So since I have that opportunity, also as a woman coming to the United States and gained my professional degree and also practice in healthcare and later on also receive my doctoral. I believe it's very important to give back to the community. At the same time, I'm the one actually been finding it's been a very humbling experience. So within Indianapolis, Indiana, I've been affiliated with a couple nonprofit organizations, including Younger Pediatric International Service to other countries, as well as serving, being on the board of director for another nonprofit for low-income seniors in the community. So social services is my passion, and I believe it's because it's such a calling that I have been very motivated to share my passion with our students.
From experience, since your mom couldn't get an education, I can see that it's from pure heart. And also, thank you very much for your help with the BACI. So what stands out with the Burmese and the Chin when you compare it with other communities and other?
Within Indianapolis, I've been working with our refugee community since 2008. And it was during the time when I got called upon from the university I was affiliated with to do a program evaluation. That's the area of my expertise for program development. And I fall in love. I would just say this is our community because I fall in love with our friends, our newcomers and the neighbors who just really, really been very dedicated to our society. And they have a lot of potential and also a lot of resources which that we can all learn from each other. So in that aspect, I loved our Burmese Chin community, and not just only, I strongly believe that in order to raise a child, it takes the whole community. And I can just share and tell the love and the passion from our Burmese Chin community. Every single parent and caregivers, grandparents, they sacrifice a lot to bring the resources back to our new generation. So that's also another motivation that I feel that we definitely really would like to learn from each other, and in that aspect also supporting each other. In addition to the education, which has been highly recognized as an upward college program since 2011, we also have a health fair that we want to bring health education and caregiver education related to health and nutrition back to the community. So we have partnered with 30 plus different organizations within Central Indiana community to bring that aspect to our community. In another aspect that is also small business development, because it always comes back into the financial sustainability and also the business development in order to support each other within our community and also with the larger Central Indiana community as well. So that's another aspect of business development we are looking into.
Okay. So for our viewers at home and also for everyone, the Chin youth, can you tell us? Can you give us advice on how to succeed just in life, basically? Since you're a very successful person, you're a professor at a university, and you succeed in finishing your doctoral degree and everything. How can us students and us youth succeed in life, basically, not just education-wise, but just in life?
I will say that by nature, whenever people ask me what's my occupation, I will always put forward that I'm a mother of 2 young girls. In that aspect, that's my main occupation, that's my main job. In that aspect, I'm a parent. In particular, if we look into what role can we each individual play, is that we are a member of someone that you love in our home and in our community. So I just want to share a little aspect of, in speaking from a parent's perspective, is to love your child unconditionally, including if they are interested in pursuing their career or pursuing a particular skill set, be the one supporting them and listen to them. And that is really a very amazing power through the loving relationship to be able to nurture and develop at the same time, share wisdom of life with them. And a little bit, I'm also a daughter of my parents as well. So from my aspect, I just really want to say another word from a daughter's perspective is to really respect your seniors in the community, respect your parents, your grandparents, and any seniors in your community, because you have a lot of wonderful potential, and your seniors, your parents really, really put a lot of resources for you to be able to dream big, to be able to gain your education here. So respect them, and once you have your skill set, bring it back to the community. So I believe love is a very important aspect of how we all develop together, how we all make each other stronger. One word possibly that I would like to share will be transition. Even that as a new generation coming to the United States, there are so many different things to learn. At the times may somewhat feel that I will have a loss of our identity, but it's so important that you keep your tradition alive, because you have a lot of values from your family traditions, from your routines, from your culture, that you bring that to our overall society. And sometimes we say America is a melting pot, but at the same time, it's also because of your culture, your particular identity, really bring a lot of values to our overall society. So don't lose sight of that, and also be respectful about your culture and stay proud. To be very proud. Don't feel that your culture actually will not be recognized, because you definitely do bring a lot of values to our greater society.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time and your interview with CCN. And God bless you with all your work.
Thank you very much. It's such an honor.
Thank you.
CCN channel he biru nak chan thana kan perchalung lam nak tampi kan ngai namin nakan chimko huma jang panatin
kamin hi roading si fala mitsuak mi kasi
lungom nak tampi kan ngai nihin he BACI company atlin nak se ben tokin kapa nang zitin da tawan na lak tami nakan chimko huma
BACI an thokka hin Elisa te he kan rak diri kan thokka BACI kan dir te ka chun kai hi vice chairman karaktuan kan chairman chu Reverend Dr. Stephen Shrekyo ase anu thlat thumlia kan pa Dr. Shrekyo kha aman ti lo cha advisor kan chai kai kha BACI board chairman an ka chia an ka team tu tiang in BACI chairman ka tuan rico
sita chun asia nihin he BACI company atin ve nak se ben tokin nihin ne chol chang ning la nihin ne sangak chapol zitin na mu ning tlom palti nakan chimko huma
Indianapolis kan lai mi kan rak high school an di tika college kai mi en rak mal ngai zaya te chun English an rak thiam lo deu chun week deuh mo chun scholarship nga anak te na ki lai mi ni chu kan rak thei lo deuh chun adang experience kan ngai lo cha khan se kha BACI ni fak pin kan ruate BACI rian tuan ding mi pakhata kan chai upward college program te mi kha kan rak ti tu chu kum ni kum thum se changi kan tampi kan ong min ka thei tu hi chu 50% tlun lei kha chin mi high school adi pol kha college an kal chang lana kha chun college adi mi a khan 30% man ni high school adi mi kha 30% man ni khin college an kai lo American level hi chu high school adi mi 72% hi college an kal hi tu ban to ke BACI ni kan to a chun tu nukum khat ni a chun American standard hi kan mi ko lai te hi kazum nak ne
BACI is the Burmese American Community Institute se chinmi lawma ni tal silawa adangdang Burmese kami phun adangdang polda ni talwe
se ka chinmi hi atam bik chu kan si chun karen le kol zong antel chun mirang pol zong an katel pi chu Burmese American Community Institute kan ti nak se
mucho BACI he Indiana longama adangdang ata an thaimo zitinda se adangdang ne kai du mi num tikata zitinda khonchakna fetlek na umma na kan shim khongama
BACI hi Indianapolis long tu hi umri asinan tu hi Texas lam ni an ka contact chun Iowa lam ni zong BACI bantuk hi dir andu ve kan ma ni zong bom dinga kan meeting a zong kan song phyat changi kan director he fak pin kan tuan lai chun pakhat chu America ni college university pakwa ni kolram chunga education bomb antum chu BACI ni khin guideline mo BACI ni idea pack ki kan tumi ma jong chu meeting a kan song phyat chang me si chu kolram chunga jong BACI ni ke fak pin education lama kalpi kan tum
athatuk shingren ma mantuk BACI ni hin sanghak chia polcha hin college kai nak ding tiang in ro chan na ngai ding in namane upapol ne chombo nan lak chalung lom nak tampi kan ngai muchen adang e athairi lo misna se adang lai mi kan naw kan ule sina bicha tak na du mi umma
BACI ti mi hi lai mi tampi ni zai cha da chin nan ti lo ti zong khe hal nak le du lo nak tampi asinan American level kan rian kan tuan du tak asia chun Burma national level ki amin hi kan bun haw katin ka mu chun amin kha Burma kan tilai Burmese kan tilai atuan tu le achung mi chu lai mi kan sit thlu kawi khati ban tuk khan thil khi palei thiam herin ka mu chu se chun hi BACI hi mi pi le kan ma support nak mo tel lawin kan kho lawi chu cha chun mi pi ni kan lai mi pol ni tha tam pi rakapeu advice rakapeu ti he ka cha du me se kalo
sito kumni chungvel te ya BACI jong athang chang hloma mai lai kum thong aza tiang an BACI thang chang ko se tia sisen chen na jong ne kumni atli nak nin lom pi na chun thla jong kanin champi na lom tampi king ngai